All right. How is everybody doing? And I hope everybody's doing great. So, today we are going to talk about spiritual waters and moonlight potions and charms. And I am your host, Miss Nikki. And so I need to get off of Facebook and so I can be able to talk to you or at least silence that. And so let's see if I can be able to silence myself. There we go. We're going to silence myself. There we go. So that way I can be able to see your comments as they come across and be able to answer them as they come across. So here we go. Now, spiritual baths have been around for a very, very long time. And the one thing that I do like about spiritual baths is because since I am a water sign, I am a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio. And we are one of the signs that are very, 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 very misunderstood. And because we are not that bad. No, no, we're not that bad. We're actually very, very warm and we're very, very kind. I mean, come on, come on. Me, I am a very, very loving and gentle soul. I no, I am because I'm me. Oh, I'm me. I'm me. I mean, if you don't believe me, you can ask Byron Ballard. She is one of my good friends. She knows. She absolutely knows just how loving and charming I actually am. Don't you, Byron? I know you love me, honey. I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. So, anyway, let's talk about moonlight potions and charms. And we're going to talk about all of my wonderful baths that I've made and what you can do with them and all the wonderful, wonderful things that we can be able to get done with them. Okay, so here we go. So which one are we going to start with? Let's start with the white flowers and the spiritual basket right here. So we're going to start with the white flowers spiritual milk. Ooh. Mm. First of all, let's start with the smell. Mm, 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 mm. And you gotta look into there. Oh, oh, just look into there. Okay, okay. So this is an actual cleansing bath. Well, they're all cleansing baths. Okay. So this one actually cleanses the spirit. It cleanses the soul. It's absolutely wonderful. And by the way, all my baths smell amazing. They do. But the one thing about baths is that not only are they a good way to take care of you and do like your self-care, but now I know the younger ones are not going to remember this, but if you were born basically back in in the 80s, if you're from the 80s generation or before that, or maybe even the 90s, you used to remember these shows or the commercials of Calgon, Take Me Away. Oh, honey, these are so much better. Calgon, Take Me Away is nothing compared to these. I tell you that much. Because with these are all made with 5 different types of salts. They also have milk in them, and um, they're absolutely wonderful. But with the white flowers, not only do I have my particular herbs that I have picked out, and also the oils and so forth. This one is supposed to be able to cleanse you spiritually. It also cleanses you metaphysically. It cleanses you soully. It does everything for you. And so when you are using this, basically, and when this is with any of the baths, it just depends on what type of it. But this one, some people they like to say, you clean your physical body first and then you use it. Me, I'm one of these type of people. I don't really have time to do two baths. I never do. I kind of like to do everything in one little bath. I'm one of those because I'm a practical person, and plus on top of that, with particularly in certain states like in California, you really are not allowed to waste water. And I mean, they actually do kind of charge you if you actually overgo your certain amount of water every single month. And so you have to kind of watch that. And so I do everything in one bath. So when it comes to the spiritual type of thing, I kind of start up and then I go down. So as I am washing myself, I literally vision all of the negativity being washed from down, clearing myself all the way down, and just keep on going down with this. But really, all you need is like maybe a couple of tablespoons, maybe, if that much. I usually just open this up and just take a little bit here and just throw it into the bathtub. That's it. And look how big this is. It's actually lasty. This is 0.6 ounces. This one is the biggest one that we have. It's 0.6 ounces and it lasts you for a while. So this is really, really good. And by the time you finish using these, the way I feel after I use a bath is I feel clean and refreshed. A lot of times I may feel like I have a very dry mouth. And that's because that's how I know it's really working. And sometimes I feel like I'm really, really tired. And that's because I've gotten all of that negative energy that I picked up from other people off me. And it's one of those things in which it doesn't matter how good your shields are, it doesn't matter how big your crystal is, it doesn't matter how thick your protection shields are. You are going to have negative stuff on them. That's what they're for. That's what they're there to protect you. And you need to be able to cleanse them. And a lot of times the baths are there to be able to take all that gunk off. This is one of those baths that can be able to do that. Um, and once it's done, you would notice the next few days, maybe the next even a few weeks, things will start coming to you. You'll start having suddenly doors will start being open. You'll start having some new attractions coming to you, and you'll be able. It feels like a weight has been lifted off of you from these thoughts, and it's because you have actually cleansed yourself. You've cleansed the all that nasty negative energy off you, and it feels really, really good. So this is what the white flower really does for you. It's really an ancient tradition that is done, and usually the tradition has at least 5 different types of white flowers. So that is the white flowers bath right there, and it's like I said, it It really smells awesome. Too bad this ain't a smelling type of thing, because it does. It smells absolutely wonderful, and it really does last. So you can go to mpcmagick with a K.com and be able to order your own right there. So that is the White Flowers Spiritual Milk Bath, and it's wonderful for the absolute skin. That's one of our many spiritual baths. So that's one of them. Let's do that one. And our next one that we're going to show you is our Cut and Clear spiritual milk bath. So our Cut and Clear is really great. So when you do a cut and clear, you really need to do it for any time you change something. So for example, if you're getting out of a relationship, if you're changing a job, if you're moving, if you're just doing anything that you're literally changing, a significant event, you really need to do a cut and clear. Because what a cut and clear does is it cuts from an old relationship, because all that negative energy out of that old relationship. So you can be able to take all that negative baggage and just push it and throw it away out of your life, and you can embrace the new and wonderful positive energy for your next adventure, whatever that is. Because when it comes to, especially with love affairs and new jobs, and even when you're moving, you don't want to carry that old baggage with you into that new love life, or into that new job, or even into that new move. So you want to be able to do what is called a cut and clear. And even with this, mmm, that smells good. See, look at that right there. See right there? It's just absolutely wonderful. It's beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful right there. Right there it is. It's beautiful. Beautiful little textures right there. And all of these are handmade myself, 100% handmade. And it has 5 different types of salt in it. It also has milk in it. My particular brand of herbs that I handpicked myself, as well as oils. And it's a great product. And it's great for relaxation. It just absolutely helps you. And it's like I said, it just takes a little bit. It doesn't take a whole lot to be able to um, use. So this is one of the smaller ones. This is the actual 5 ounce. You see, this one was a 6 ounce. So you got 2 different ones. You got the 6 ounce, and then you got the 5 ounce. So this is the 5 ounce, and this is a 6 ounce. So there you go. So this is a different one. So like I said, if you want this one, and this is the Cut and Clear um, Spiritual Milk Bath, and that is at mpcmagick with a K.com. So there you go. So there's that one. So our next one up is called the Luck of the Irish. And I have a customer who calls this ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. She absolutely, absolutely loves this bath. I tell you that. Because every time she bathes in it, she literally finds money on the ground. And I'm not talking about little pennies here or little dimes here. I'm talking about $5 bills. She's even found a $10 bill. And I think one day she even got up to $25 when she actually bathed in this. And and I'm like, really? And she's like, yeah. And she really absolutely loves this bath. And like the other baths, it's just, you can see right through there, right through here. It's like that. She really, really loves this. And this one's the 5 ounce as well. It's made also with 5 different salts, as well as it has milk in it, and it's great for the skin. It it's supposed to change your fortune around. If you're down on your luck, you're this is going to be helping you with it. So this is supposed to be luck in any type of form. It doesn't matter whether it's your, your fortune money or your love life or whatever. If you're kind of down on your luck, sprinkle a little bit of this your into your bath, and you can be able to kind of make your day a little bit better. And you may tell me, Nikki, I don't have a bathtub. Well, you know what? That's okay. That's really, really okay. Because here's the thing about not having a bathtub. Everybody has access to what is called a coffee filter. And when you have access to a coffee filter, all you need is a rubber band. And with the rubber band, what you do is you take that coffee filter and you put like a little teaspoon into the coffee filter of this. You open up the coffee filter, you put a little teaspoon into it. There you go. Just a little bit. Hello, Janet. How are you doing, honey? I'm glad to see you, honey. Glad to see you. Take a little teaspoon, you put it into the filter, and then you take the filter and you twist it a little bit. You put that rubber band around it, and then you take the rubber band and the filter and you put it around your shower, um what do they call it? The shower thing that comes out. There you go. There you go. It comes right through the filter, and there you go. Just comes right on over you. Or you can just actually put a little bit on your bathtub floor. That's all you need. That's all you need. And bam, there you go. See, where there is a will, there is a way. There's always a way to be able to do something. You know, it's just the way that you think. You don't have to do things the way that everybody else does them. Yep, shower head. Thank you, Janet. It's the shower head. So, um, but you don't have to do things that the way everybody else does. All you got to do is just think about how you do things. Adopt them to the way that you want. And when you do that, it actually is a lot better for you because it is your magic. It is you that does this. And it makes it so much easier and it blends to you. All of our products blend to you, to whatever you need it to be. That's the great thing about it. So with this luck, it was to my customer's needs. She needed $15 that day. So guess what? That's what she got it that day. Another customer needed a job. So that's what she needed. That's what she got. And so on and so on and so on. So whatever that customer needs, that is what they get. And that is what I design all of my products for. Whatever my customer needs, it brings out the magic for them. It unlocks the magic for them. That is what my products do. It's what is designed for them. So this is the Luck of the Irish, and you can go to mpcmagick with a K.com. That's the Luck of the Irish. And now we've got, let's see here, my other prosperity one, and this is just a general prosperity attraction spiritual bath. And the difference between this one and this one is this is more money focused than this one is. This one is about luck, and this one is about money. Money. Okay. So that's the difference. This one's more focused on money. And like I said, mm, 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 mm. See, look and see this one. Oh my God. Can you see all that richness right there? All that richness right there. Oh my God. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. And see, that one actually has shredded money in it. Oh, and I tell you one thing, when I'm making these baths, I'm actually listening to music that gets me really, really inspired. I'm listening to prosperity music when I'm making this one. I'm listening to luck music when I'm making this one. I'm listening to cleansing music when I'm making this one. It is one of those things. I like to listen to something that is actually getting me in the mood for the product that I'm actually making. So this one was just absolutely awesome, and it's one of those things that when you get into the mood and you're making all this other thing. Hey, Marcus. Marcus is my nephew. Oh, yes. Yes, I see my nephew there. Uh this is wonderful. So it's like I said, it's prosperity. It's more money focused. And when you're getting into the mood and you're making these baths and everything, it's you putting in the spirit into it. And it's so much fun. And then when you're actually using them, it's amazing. The spirit comes into you, it comes out of it, and it's just absolutely wonderful. So this one, I gotta smell this one again. It's just, mm, 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 mm. See, mm, 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 mm. Love you too, sweetie. Love you too. Love you too, sweetie. You gotta come see me. Gotta come see your granny too. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, mm. So if you want this one, you come to NPC Magic, and that's with the K.com. Now let me get me another sip of water. Now let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Here is one of my best backs that I have ever, ever, ever made. Now, whether you are single or you're married or you're in a relationship, you need this bath, and it's called Love Potion number 9. Oh my God. I took this bath. I made this bath. I also have an oil for it. And after I made this bath, I decided to start dating again. And I have men and I have women chasing me because I'm bisexual. So I have both of them chasing me. If you are single, you will have them coming out of the woodworks. If you are in a relationship, you and your significant other will, mm, let me just say, you will have the night of your lives. Okay. And it will bring you closer and closer together. It really, really will. Mm. See, see, look at that. Oh my, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, mm, 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 mm. And the smell. Gentlemen, gentlemen, if you have a lady in your life, you're going to want to get her this. You're going to want to get her this. She will love this. You're going to want to bathe her in this. Trust me. And then you are going to go wild all over her with this. Ladies, you want to get your lady this. Trust me. And then you're going to want to get into this. You guys, you ladies are going to want to bathe in this. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. And gentlemen, you're going to want to bathe your lady and treat her right. Treat her right. Treat her right. Treat her right. Mm. Because the one thing about love, and I'm talking about pure love, is that when you're in pure love, is there is no other feeling than that. And it's one of the best things, best feelings in the world. It really is. And it sucks when you're not in it. It really does. So, and even if you're not in love, like for example, a lot of people really need to learn to love themselves. And this is a great product. It really is. Because if you don't love yourself, then you cannot love somebody else. And how can anybody love you if you don't love yourself? Really? You know, I come across a lot of people who are needy in that world, especially in the dating world. Like, oh my God, you haven't returned my text. And it's been a minute. Like, what the hell? I just got your text. I haven't even read it yet. Okay? I run a business. My God. Really? Really? Please chill out. Okay? I just got it. Or they're like, you're mad at me because you haven't read my text yet. Are you mad at me? I'm like, really? Get a grip. People like that put me out. All right, Janet. I'll talk to you later, honey. Have a good one. And so it's people like that really need this bath because they really need to learn to love themselves. So if you don't love yourself and you're not complete with yourself, then you can really never love another. And you need to love yourself and be complete with yourself before you can actually find a sustainable love. Okay. So, like I said, this is a 6 ounce, and we do have 5 ounce. So, come to mpcmagick with a game.com. And that's love potion number 9. Mwah. All right, guys, we have one for you. And yes, guys, you can take a bath, okay? It's not being unmanly, all right? You guys can take a bath. But this is also for ladies as well, too, because I do know ladies who do like these baths as well. And it's called Papa Legba Spiritual Bath. All right, so if you guys want to know about Papa Legba happens to be the gatekeeper of the crossroads. He's the one that can lift obstacles and can be able to help you um, lift anything that keeps you from doing what you need to get done. Um, and he is one of the um, what they call a Loa in the voodoo pantheon. So he's really good. I recommend that you do your research, but he's more of what they call a road opener. And we do have a road opener bath. I did not bring it with me, but we do have one that is separate for him as well. So, um, but this one has more of a manly type smell. Mm, mm. But if you look at that, see, it still has everything else, the salts and stuff like that. Hmm, hmm. Papa Legba is one of my favorites. I absolutely adore him. I really do. He has so many different products throughout Moonlight Potions and Charms, and he is he's awesome. He's absolutely awesome. I'm not going to go into more detail than that, but with Papa is one of those type of people that I do pay a lot of deep respect for him. And this bath is designed to be able to spiritually cleanse you as well as being able to unlock doors and keys and so forth. It's also designed to do rituals with him as well. And like I said, it's got more of a manly scent to it because it is for Papa Lepa. It's not um designed to be a wonderful, lovely type of thing, but like I said, it is designed for Papa Lepa. So but you know, it's good for everything. But we do have these in 6 ounce and 5 ounce. So if you would love to have one of our Papa Legba spiritual baths, come to mpcmagick with a K.com. And our next bath is called the Uncrossing Spiritual Bath. Now, uncrossing, a lot of people think that when they are crossed, or another term is hex, or another term can be cursed. There, or jinx is another term. There's all different types of terms for them. Basically, it means that your bad things are basically happening to you. I usually don't use that term a lot of times, and I don't use it often. Uh, but sometimes you can be cursed, sometimes you can be called, sometimes you can be jinxed, and there's very little difference between the terms. Most of the time, the it's the time length. That's usually kind of the difference between them. But most of the time, people think that they're cursed or they're crossed or something like that, and it's really not, because we can't have good luck all the time. We can't have good fortune all the time. I'm sorry. There's just times in which we do have obstacles in life. We do have bad things that happen to good people sometimes. And if we didn't, we would never change. We would never grow. We would never become good people that we are. And we would never learn, unfortunately. And I know that kind of sucks, but that's just the truth about it. It's just like, in school. In school, they teach you new things. If they didn't, you'll be learning the same arithmetic all over again and again and again and again. Or you'll be reading the same book all over again and again and again. But no, they taught you different books. They taught you different types of math. They taught you different types of science so that you can learn and you can change different things, and basically so you wouldn't get bored and that you can be able to grow. And that's just the way life is. And it's just that's how things are. So, like I said, we're not always cursed all the time. Sometimes bad things just happen to us. And that's just the way things get. But there's times in which, yes, we can be crossed, cursed, or jinxed. And when that happens, we do need a bath. We do need an uncrossing spell. We do need those type of things. So this is what these things are for. And even though that's what they're for, I still believe in and I think my friend Dorothy Morrison said it best, that even when you're first seeing somebody or uncrossing, you can still smell good. So, mm, oh my God, these smell so good. And see, look at them. Look, nice and pretty and all sparkly too, right? So, got all that nice stuff in there. And it's like I said, they still have the salts in them. They still have the milk in them. It's still great for the skin, everything. And this is what they're for. And it's for to basically uncross you. And it's to get rid of all that negative gunk. It's to get rid of all that garbage that was put onto you. Because there's sometimes people who are just going to get jealous. They're going to cross you. And it's because they don't like what you're doing. They don't like you for some reason. And it may be because they didn't like what you were wearing. They didn't understand what you were doing. They are jealous because you got their boyfriend or you got their girlfriend or hell, you got the dress that they wanted. Stupid stuff like that. And trust me, people get like that. I know it's dumb, but they do. Uh, people can be that way. I mean, come on, look at the way the world is right now. It's just pathetic sometimes. Uh, we really really need to be able to grow up and do it. But that's just the way things are sometimes. But with the uncrossing is also a way of being able to kind of protect yourself, in a sense. Because sometimes you may not be crossed, but you may think you are, and you might want to put a little bit in your bag just to make sure. Um, I do sometimes, you know. because I may not think, I may think that I might, but I'm not quite sure. So I just put a little bit in my bath just to make sure, just to make sure sometimes. And that way that satisfies me and I'm not going overboard, sometimes because I I'm telling you, never, never, never doubt your own instinct. Okay. A lot of people will tell you, oh, you're overdoing it. You're just being hysterical, all that, especially us women. They tell us women that. And I never tell, especially women, I never tell us that because we do have a lot of women being told, and I never, never do that because a lot of times we're right on that. We really are. And I just don't. So that is what the uncrossing does. So if you want, so you can get this at mpcmagick with a K.com. And the last one that I'm going to show you is called Shadow Work Spiritual Bath. Now, this one is a little bit more intense. Okay. Now, what I mean by intensive, people want to know what shadow work is. Shadow work is not always bad. Okay. People think when you say shadow work, like, oh my God, it's awful. It's about trauma. It's about, oh my God, we have gone, oh, I can't do this. I've got to go and get my head examined. No. Okay. Shadow work is not always about that. Okay. It's not always about. Yes, shadow work can be about addressing some of your trauma. Okay. I'm not going to say that it's not because it is. And that's the reason why I kind of recommend that you go and you talk to somebody that is a professional to try to help you start this. Okay. Because everybody, we all have issues, and that's okay. We all have issues, and we all need to talk to some, every one of us, and that's okay. But shadow work can also be a positive because it can show you that you have talents that you may not realize that you have. For instance, you may be able to have this amazing singing voice that some adults told you to shut up because they just didn't want to hear it. They were being an ass that day and they just didn't want to hear it. So they told you to shut up. And because they told you to shut up, you decided you're never going to sing again. Now, that wasn't fair to you because you were what, 4? But they just did that anyway. So it's like one of those things. Also, shadow work can teach you how to be able to work with your own shadow because your shadow can do so much with you and your magic. Your shadow can actually help protect you, especially in times in which you actually need help protecting yourself. It can help you with your own magic. It can teach you so much about who you are and how you react to things and and so much about yourself, things that you think that, that, that you don't even know about yourself. And it's a really, really great bath. This bath, that's the reason why I say the bath is intense, because it goes so much in depth about you. Um, and that's the reason why this bath, I say to work with this bath is something that you do very, very light, because that's what it's designed. But it makes the work a lot easier still. It doesn't come out and just smack you in the face. Okay. It helps you to process it a lot easier. It helps you to deal with it a lot easier. It helps you to deal with your shadow a lot easier and to become friends with your shadow. It also helps you to deal with your little witch and all the other facets of shadow work, because you will be surprised how many facets there are in your shadow work, because there are more than just your shadow. There is more than your little witch. And there are so many other different characters that is within your shadow work. So this will really, really help you out when it comes to your shadow work. So, like I said, you want to pick this one up, you go to www.magick.com. Now, my bass can also be placed a little bit into your washing machine. So that way you can have the odor and the prosperity, like this one, you can have the good luck into your clothing as well. So you don't have to take a bath or a shower. You can also have it in your clothing. So that's another good way of being able to use the baths. So it's not just one way. There's other ways of being able to use it. On top of that, you can be able to also use it in your magic work as well. You know, for example, you can put this in your waters when you're making your offerings to your deities, or to your Loas, or to your Orishas, or to whatever entity that you are working with. And also when you're doing your spell work, you can add this to the waters and so forth. So, like I said, this is really, really good for so many different um, things that you can be able to use across your spell work. So, make sure that when you're actually picking up this product or any of my products, you are more than welcome to contact me um, in my store, because I can be able to help you with whatever it is so you can be able to unlock your magic. Because all my products can be used in so many different ways. And really, really, I mean this, you really need to talk to your little witch, because your little witch inside of you is the key to unlocking your imagination. Because your imagination is what is inside you. And that is what is your keys to your magic. And that is what brings out all of your tools, all of your ideas to what you can manifest. Because you don't want to limit yourself. You never, ever, ever want to limit yourself. You want to take that key and you want to unlock that door, and you just want to let everything fly and decide, okay, I want this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And I'm going to put all of this together. And I'm going to let the rest of it lie. And I'll get the rest of it another. And this what I have today for minutes. So before I go, I'm going to mention this right quick. Okay. So, Moonlight Potions and Charms, we are going to be doing something that is unique, something that is absolutely different, and we're going to have another live event pretty soon, probably going to be on Friday, and we're going to talk about it even more. And it's called MPC Magic Parties. Yes, we're going to have magic parties, and you can be the host of them as well. So I'm giving you kind of a sneak preview of that. So if you want to know more about this, you go to mpcmagick with a K.com to know all about our little parties. And with that, I severely hope that you have enjoyed our presentation here and that you have actually learned something. And until next time, you guys have an absolute magical week. And on top of that, embrace the power of your own magic. Have a great day.